Hey everybody, how we doing today? Welcome to Replenishment Month. So basically what that is with the All About the Bait is I've kind of alternate months between Replenishment Month, which is just buy my existing products that I'm low or out of stocks, and then the following month I'll order new items or put money into the new items that I'm bringing out, and that offset them. So like all this stuff here is going to replenish all the things that I've been out of stock on, and then I'm going to sell those, and that's going to fund my next couple of weeks, next to the month, of new items that I'm going to be bringing to the site. So I just kind of keep revolving that way. 1 month all the money goes into just filling things back up, and 1 month all the money goes to bringing in new stuff, and the cycle continues. So I got a whole bunch of stuff in, so let me give you a quick review of what I got. Let's start with my good old 4-inch paddle tails. So I get these by the cases of 1,300, and then I have to repackage them into these whatever size packs I'm selling. I've got actually a case of each here. That's 1,300 of each color. He was actually out and had to have some produced. That takes about 3 weeks, but luckily he had a half a tray of each that he sold me off of his packaged ones, and I've been selling those until I got these in, so that was very, very lucky. He's based out of Alabama, so at least it's quick shipping. Then we've got the All About the Bait. Well, this is the Live Bait Matter shirt. I've got hundreds of long sleeve and the short sleeve. I think I had 2 out of stocks on these in sizes, and I was running real low across the board. But I've got those in. I've got the All About the Bait Live Bait Matters in the light blue, and the long sleeve and the short sleeve, both in the 100% polyester, the performance shirts. These I was out of stock of, I think, 4 sizes, and in the short sleeve I think it was 2 or 3 sizes. Then the good old pinfish tarpon All About the Bait 100% performance in the royal blue. I was sold out of, I think, 5 sizes of this. I only had a couple sizes in stock, so I've got those in. You're going to see a price increase of $5 on these. That's because all of my shirts that I do the wraparound, like the tarpon that wraps around, they're charging me $5 more because these are basically hand printed. They can't run them on the machine. They can run, I think, 4 of the segments, but then 1/2 of the tarpon has to be hand set and then hand printed. So they jacked up the prices on those, unfortunately. So I'm pushing that on to you guys. Neither one of us benefit from that, but I like it, so I'm going to keep it. I'm actually working on getting these in dye sublimation as well, so that might resolve that. So we'll see how that goes, because I have other wraparound ones that I want to be doing, not just the tarpon, but other styles, and that seems to be the way to go. Then we've got, well, these. These are my vertical jigs. Where I sell the kits, where the DIY kits, the sample packs. I actually sold out because my quantities were wrong, because I mix and match, and then in order to fulfill some orders, I ordered a bunch in, and then while I was waiting for those to come in, these come from Pennsylvania, I sold more, and then I basically wiped out that shipment before I even got it, so I had to do another shipment. So I've got 8 boxes of a bunch of these different sizes to get me complete. Then we've got the Yellowtail Snapper Drift Jigs. I've got the pink, white, glow, that's new, chartreuse, and the red, and the 3 different sizes. That looks like the 1/32. These are the 1/8. Oh no, the 1/16, and then these are the 1/8. I've got actually 2 more shirts coming, so they'll be here soon as well. And what else we got going on? Oh yeah, these guys, because this color options threw me off. The all gray in the stretch mesh, and then just this kind of what they call olive green and tannish. I don't know what they call that color. Sold off right away, and those weren't colors I was prepared for, so I just went and placed an order today, so I'll be getting more of those to replenish those as well as a couple of new designs. But before I get into all of that, I think we need to go out on the water, maybe pick up some dinner, so off we go. Alrighty, we are out here. Time for some R&R lobster hunting before I have to go and fold and fold and fold and sort and bag and organize all that stuff. So we have a little bit of fun time. So get dressed and hop on in. Oh, I also Hurricane Irma hit us a couple days ago, a couple of days ago. So I never really got to find out how long the lobsters were around. I was catching lobsters right up to the hurricane, so they were still here in my spots, but after that, probably a couple weeks before I could finally get out, and then they were just totally gone from everywhere. So it'll be cool to see. I'll just keep hitting it every week just to see how long. I have a feeling it'll be till the first cold front, or maybe when some high pressure system moves in, it keys them off and then they take off. There's definitely less than there were before, but we'll have to see how that goes. And then right now I've got the hurricane up north to the mainland. I talked to Elias from Elias V Fishing on YouTube, and he's looking about ready to bail and get out of there. I told him to come fish Florida since we shouldn't really be touched at all. So they're gonna be rough for a while. But yeah, perfect time to come down to the Florida and Florida Keys because it's our low season, generally our summer, after end of summer, low shoulder season. So this is about the cheapest time of the year to come visit, so that's always a good escape option. Hide for a couple of weeks. But anyways, let's get wet. Well, I got this nice one, but man, the current is just ripping. I couldn't even swim back up current. I had to walk here. Oh, and these guys, because the water is just so freaking high, I saw him way back in there. I had to reach as far as I could to tickle him back out and down. And I missed him, and luckily I was able to find him on the flats because he couldn't swim upstream either. Usually they can go and be gone, but he tried to go upstream and then it was just too much, and he ended up just sitting down. I was able to get him. But nice one, beauty. Not only is that current raging, man, I could barely swim back to the kayak in the current, so I'm on the leeward tide side of the island just kind of checking things out. The other problem is all that sargassum weed builds up, so you have to go 4 feet, 5 feet just to get to the mangroves where the lobsters are at, and then they're another yard, 2 yards buried in there because the tide's so high. I'm happy I got this one. I'll check out one more spot, but that might be it for the day. Got a real nice one. See on the measurements on that one, it's about an inch over slot, so wow, good to find those around. Okay, we're back. Got my two nice lobsters here. Oh, very happy to pick up these guys because these are some full-grown ones, especially for the inside. This one was about an inch over legal size, so that's very good. Those are comparative to what I'm catching on the backcountry outside in the rocks area, so very cool. Water temps are about mid 80s, so they are dropping a little bit. I have a feeling eventually we'll get to some sort of temperature zone where these guys start taking off. Definitely not as many lobsters as earlier, but they're still there. Because the tide was just so cranking high, they were able to like wander way up on top of the islands and back. That's why you're seeing that video where I can go away from the outside, swim, crawl in, lean over, and that's where they're kind of muddling in there. So they're there. I'm very happy got these nice size ones. So I'm going to do something quick and easy tonight because I've got so much folding and repackaging and organizing and all that stuff I've got, so it's gonna be a busy tonight and tomorrow definitely. So I'm gonna do something very basic. I'm gonna go and clean these up now, and then I think I'm just gonna do a split one tail in half. I found some of my herb butter frozen that I've got, and I'm just gonna crack that open and throw that on there once the open side is done and go from there. Quick easy dinner, and then I can get back to work. Alright, let's clean these guys up real quick. I'm just going to use a knife, right at the joint there. There's still quite a bit of meat through this area here, so you just want to break the skin that's holding it on. Just go all the way around, and then if you puncture the lower side, that'll truly separate it. And it'll basically just fall away. Just like that. And no mess, no meat left. Now I'm just going to split this guy right down the middle there. But the way that you basically do it is, these are that hard bony cartilage there, those joints there. So those are real tough to cut. So if you just try to go like straight across, you have to put a ton of force. The inside part's very flexible. That's almost just a skin over the meat. So all I'm just going to do is get it started, puncture it, get some leverage, and then you can break through those fairly easy because you're just doing one at a time. Flip it over, find that same cut spot, cut through it. And once you're through there, you just have the external shell, and there you could just punch it. Let's see if we made it through. You can kind of see where it's almost done for. Find a joint. There. And we're through. That's why I don't really generally worry about taking out the poop tube, especially when I'm going to split them. And it's all ready to go. Okay, barbecue's all warmed up there. Got the lobsters on the half shell. Not going to put any salt, pepper, nothing on them. I'm just going to stack them there. And I'm not even going to turn these. I'm just going to leave them shelled side down. I've got some herb butter I'm going to put on in a second, and that's it. And to spice it up a bit, add a little bit of creaminess, I've got my herb butter frozen block here. And it's basically, it's got dill, lemon rind, and it's already salted butter, so that's why I don't really have to do any seasoning there. I'm just going to just cut pieces off and lay them on there. And that'll melt into the meat there and settle in on the shell and flavor it up. As you see there, the butter melts away, leaves the little bit of lemon rind and the dill on the lobsters. Time to take them off. Nice and purty. Okay, that's dinner. I'm gonna scarf this down in about 5 minutes, and then I gotta do a bunch of folding. I gotta repackage all those soft plastics up there, repackage these mixed options in the yellowtail drift jigs, package up sets of the vertical jigs. It's gonna be a long days. So anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next video. Bye.